Jai Hare Krishna.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, Obeisances Maharaj.
My obeisances and happy to be with you. 1, 2, 3. Hare Krishna. We see your lips moving, Leela Moy Prabhu. Are you saying something for us? Because your microphone is off.
I was just saying Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Jai.
Hare Krishna. Dayal Nitai Prabhu, Govinda Govinda, Dandavat. And Sevarupa Devidasi, Radha Sundari Didi, and Dana, Hare Krishna. Dana was with us yesterday evening also.
Hare Krishna. So happy to be here.
Hare Krishna, happy to have you with us. Jai. I better turn on Facebook. Let's see. Step by step, ascent is gained. Oh, live. Oh, live. There we are. We're already on Facebook. Just see. All right. So, just as everyone comes together, let us begin with our mini Vandana. But it's full Vandana, even though it's short verses. Govinda, 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 Anu Krishna Devi Dasi. Everybody joining together in the middle of the night and in the day and in the early morning. Okay, as devotees join together, let us begin with our mini Vandana. Vandeham Shri Guru, Shri Yuta Pada Kamalam, Shri Gurun Vaishnavanscha, Shri Rupam Sagrajatam, Sahagana Raghunatam Vitang Tang Sajivam, Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam, Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shiva Shakan Vitangscha. Om Agyana Timirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Anmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratuje Namaha. Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So sometimes it is good for us to revisit the translation of these verses that we say, because it's not just a formality, it is with meaning. And as with the beginning of books, then and the beginning of letters, in the days of letters, we'd always begin with all glories to Sri Guru and Sri Gauranga. So similarly, we're always beginning with an auspicious invocation when we're beginning, when we come together like this and a bit of a chat together. And welcoming devotees who are arriving too, and means that I saw somebody come in, but Ashapurna Devi Dasi arrived. I knew somebody arrived in the meantime. So Ashapurna in Salt Lake City arrived, and Rupanuga Prabhu from Australia also came and joined us in the last few minutes. And those who are on Facebook, who I don't know who's there, unless you make a little comment for some reason. For some reason, Praneshwari Devi does. Vaneshwari really does know who's on Facebook, even if they don't say anything, but I don't know who's there. She has some extra eye to see. All right, so let us just read through, and because we're on Zoom, then please, one of you can volunteer, if you like, to read the translation of Vandeham Shri Guru. And let me bring back my Zoom. Who would like to volunteer?
Dhanavas Martin, I can.
Okay, Dhannitai Prabhu. Wonderful. So,
Okay. Yeah.
but please read it slowly and with understanding.
Okay, just the English, right?
Just the English, yeah, of Vandeham, that one verse first.
Oh, well, I have the book here. I don't know if it does just the one verse.
Yes, Vande, yes, that means that beginning part, that first translation. Yes.
Okay. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj prays. First, I offer my respects unto the lotus feet of my initiating spiritual masters, and the recruiting spiritual masters and advanced Vaishnavas. Next, I offer my obeisances to my Shastra Gurus, Srila Rupa Goswami, his elder brother, Srila Sanatan Goswami, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, and Srila Jiva Goswami. On a higher platform, I offer my respects unto Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who came with his paraphernalia and associates, along with those great personalities, Sri Nityananda Prabhu and Sri Advaita Acharya. And in the highest stage, I offer my obeisances unto the lotus feet of Sri Sri Radha and Govinda, and all of the gopis, headed by Lalita Devi and Vishaka Devi.
Jai. And so line by line, that translation is following line by line of the Sanskrit, which is given there by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami. And now, Om Ajnana Timirandasya, we may have another volunteer. Anybody like to volunteer to read the translation? Okay, Dayal Nitai Prabhu, it's yours.
Applying the soothing salve of Sambandhagyan, a proper acquaintance with the environment, my spiritual master has opened my inner eye, and thereby rescued me from the darkness of ignorance, fulfilling my life's aspirations. I offer my respects unto Sri Gurudev.
Jai. And this is the Guru Mantra. The Guru Mantra. And then Namo Mahavadanyaya. And I would like to think that each of these prayers, each of these shlokas, that you all actually know them when you're saying them. We have had in previous Back to Basics the word for word, I believe, for all of these. And this next is kind of very simple to catch when we know when we have the translation. It's quite simple to catch this next verse also. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaurataje Namaha. And down the type of word, the translation.
I offer my obeisances unto Lord Gauranga, whose divine complexion is a radiant golden hue, and who possesses the qualities of the most benevolent incarnation. His spiritual pastimes freely grant pure love for Lord Krishna to all. He is none other than Lord Krishna, known in the age of Kali as Sri Krishna Chaitanya.
Yes, so that translation puts him being of golden complexion, fair color first, and whereas so it's slightly out of order in the sense of, if we're following the word by word. So Gaura Tuje is the golden complexion, and Namaha, I offer my obeisances. So in the verse, it comes last. So Namo Mahavadanyaya, the most magnanimous. Namo Mahavadanyaya. Krishna Prema Pradayate. He's able and gives Krishna Prema to everyone. He's able to do that. Krishna Prema Pradayate. Krishnaya, Krishna Chaitanya Namne. He is Krishna himself, but his name is Krishna Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Gauratvijay, golden complexion, fair complexion, Namaha. Okay, beautiful. And one verse to go to remind ourselves, and this verse we hope that we all know, is Vancha Kalpa. Vancha Kalpa Tarubias Cha. Okay, come with our translation kindly.
I bow down unto the holy feet of the pure Vaishnavas, who are like desire trees able to fulfill all the devotees' aspirations. The Lord's devotees are comparable to a vast ocean of causeless mercy, as they deliver the fallen souls from material existence. I offer all respects unto them. Beautiful.
These are the prayers, the verses that we chant every day. And the Panchatattva Maha Mantra is simply calling the 5 truths, the names of the 5 truths known as Panchatattva, which are Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita, Gadadhara, Srivas, Adi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda, Srivas heading the devotees of Gauranga. All right, so this is our auspicious invocation today, and we've just come to the end of a 1-month-long festival of Sri Hari Smaran, some extra many festivals throughout the last month. And if I quickly look on the calendar, I think we have a quiet calendar for a short time. Oh, okay, so yes, a quiet calendar. And today means this side of the world, 1st of October. Today is the 1st of October. My goodness, we're in October. So the disappearance day of Chidandi Swami Shripad Bhaktivilas Tirtha Maharaj. So he's one of the senior godbrothers of Guru Maharaj. And his disappearance day today. And then really we do have a quiet time until we come up to really to Kartik. Then when we come up to Kartik, just before Kartik, then we have some festivals again. And Srila Acharya Maharaj's appearance day of Srila Acharya Maharaj is after 2 weeks. So we just had many festivals. Now we have a time to fast instead of feast. Now, is this possible in Krishna consciousness? And it's a time for us to maintain our spiritual life, remembering the fortune that we have. So, any question from anybody? I am here and we are on Zoom.
Yeah, Maharaj, I don't have a question, but I have a request. In the chat, there is a PDF file with the mini vandana we had some time ago. And there is a verse there that I'm looking for it because now I cannot find it. There is a verse that I would like Lilamoy Prabhu and Dana to follow Lilamoy together to recite. It's a very special shloka. Shirshi Prapanna Jivanamrita 1.35.
Aha. They all know it without the PDF. Maybe.
Yes, yes. But Lilamoy and Dana especially, Maharaj.
All right. Well, we just heard how the devotees can fulfill all our wishes. So, Leelamoy Prabhu, you've been requested by Praneshri Devirasi, so please fulfill her wish.
Okay, that's my duty. Fulfill a Vaishnava's wish. That is Bhagavad Bhaktita Sarvam Ityutrishta Viderapi Kainkaryam Krishna Ashrayatvam Padayakam Śaraṇāgati. More or less like this.
Well, I said Dana to follow him, not separately, but to follow at the same time, because Dana is a little bit shy.
Thank you. Can we try it again?
Yes, go ahead, Lilamoy, please.
Maybe this is not going to work or not.
The two together.
At the same time.
The two together, yes, the two together.
You try.
Okay.
But you can, okay, so I'll give you the cue and then you can both read it slowly. So slowly together.
Bhagavad Bhaktita Sarvam Ityutrishta Viderapi Kainkaryam Krishna Padaikam Ashrayatvam Śaraṇāgati.
Maharaj, it's because Paramananda Prabhu in Bhakti Yoga for All, he said this is a shloka that all the disciples of Bhaktiranja Madhusudana Maharaj should learn. So I said, okay, I'm going to push the disciples and I will learn it myself as well. So they have been practicing, Maharaj.
Okay, I'm very happy to learn, but I would just like to say, we are not differentiating my disciples and others' disciples. It's given by Gurudev for us all to learn. And so Paramananda Prabhu, he's very vatsalya, he's very fatherly to all of the devotees. So he's making that comment. But I would really like to think this is for everybody, because this has come from Guru Maharaj, it's come from Gurudev. Means it's penned by Guru Maharaj, but it's come from Gurudev, that Gurudev is giving this big spotlight to this verse. And I don't know if you've got in the word for word anything that Gurudev said. No, it's the verses. So this is the verses. But Srila Gurudev, he gave like very, very strong emphasis to this. So why will we ignore this verse? And maybe
they know the word for word as well, Maharaj. It's here in the chat.
Okay, so you just meditate on that for a moment, and I want to find Prapanna Jivanamritam. Oh yes, not Prapanna Jivanamritam, Revealed Truth. I'm going to find Revealed Truth. Begins with an R, I believe, so it does. And then let me just see. Ah, okay. Okay. Sometimes books aren't so easy to search through. Oh, but it's 135. So that's my clue, isn't it? I'll find it quickly from there. I have the book. Hare Krishna. Okay, Bhagavad Bhaktita Sarvam Ityutsrijya Vidher Api Kainkaryam Krishna Padaika Ashrayatvam Śaraṇāgati. And because we've come to this verse and Praneshri Devirasi is highlighting it, then we can read. What I'll do is put this in the chat box, and then perhaps I can ask Dana to read what I'm copying in the chat box just now. And I see Seva Rupa has added a little something, but here in the chat box. So Dana, are you with us still? Yes. Would you like to? Is it convenient for you to read this? This is by Srila Govinda Maharaj about this verse.
Okay, Srila Guru Maharaj composed his Prapanam Jivanamritam according to these procedures for surrender that are given in the scriptures. I have read so many things about these qualities of Śaraṇāgati from so many places, but what Srila Guru Maharaj has given is supreme. In a verse from his Prapana Jivanamrita, he has given us a very nice, clear explanation of Śaraṇāgati that is a perfect jewel you cannot find anywhere else. It is the most essential prescription given anywhere for everyone to enter the transcendental service world. If you can memorize just this one verse and put it in your heart, then you will receive everything ever given in any scripture. Jai.
So what do you think we should do now, Dana?
I think we should all memorize this one verse and put it in our hearts.
Beautiful. I agree with you, and I think we all here agree with you too. And I'll just put again, I'm just going to put again, not again, but another quote here in the chat box. And we can ask, who shall we ask? Anno Krishna, David Asu. Are you, I know it's the middle of the night. Will you be disturbing anybody if you read?
No, everything perfect. Thank you, Gurudev.
Okay, so just after quoting this verse, Bhagavad Bhaktita Sarvam, this here is Srila Gurudev continuing to speak about the verse.
Here, Srila Guru Maharaj expresses that Śaraṇāgati means faith, that Bhagavad Bhaktita Sarvam, that through devotion to Bhagavan, you will get everything. Bhagavan means the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna, the Akhila Rasamritamurti, the Emporium of all rasa, who possesses all worshipable qualities. Everything you want and need, rasa, ecstasy, joy, nourishment, and so on, will automatically come to you through his service. Your life will be glorious, successful, and perfect through devotion to Lord Krishna. Not only will you receive everything you need internally, but full facility to serve Krishna will also come to you. Jai.
So Srila Gurudev is saying, first of all, he's pointing out this verse, how he's read, and Gurudev is extremely well read. So when Gurudev says he's read everything, but here you've got a jewel that you will not find anywhere else, then he says the verse, and then he's giving us a little explanation why it is a jewel. And here we've just heard from Anna Krishna reading Srila Gurudev's words, we've just heard why it's such a jewel. Hare Krishna. Everything you want and need, rasa, ecstasy, joy, nourishment, and so on, will automatically come to you through his, the Lord's service. Your life will be glorious, successful, and perfect through devotion to Lord Krishna. Not only will you receive everything you read, not only will you receive everything you need internally, but full facility to serve Krishna will also come to you. Hare Krishna. Krishna is miraculous. makes miracles with everything that he touches and does. And if we surrender to him, then we will be part of that miracle. In other words, he can utilize us. When we are surrendered, when we become a utensil for someone to use, then we can be utilized. So it is no surprise that if we surrender to the marvelous, miraculous Krishna, then marvelous and miraculous things will happen. Hare Krishna. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Garadhara Srivas Adi Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Maharaj, I have a question.
Yes, I heard a voice, and the voice is from?
Dayalanitai.
Dayalanitai, yes.
We hear Guru Maharaj explains the two different, how do I say, perspectives on surrender from South India, I believe. The perspective of the kitten and the one of the baby monkey. So I was wondering if you could explain that and explain how our perspective should be and how we should proceed.
Yes, so both these are Vaishnava conceptions. We surrender, but in particular, then some extra stress is being given. We don't just surrender, and in Srila Gurudev's words, we don't just surrender and lie down. We surrender and serve. And Gurudev very much emphatic on the service part, that we have a part to play, and it is active. And when we surrender, then yes, we surrender. Okay, now Krishna, you do with me as you like. But we also have some part to play. That are we just going to lay there and okay, now you do with me, you throw me here, throw me there, pick me up, take me. Or are we going to be also ourselves, participate? And so Gurudev gave the explanation that Guru Maharaj is saying that we are more in this line, that we do have something to do to show our willingness, that we want to be carried by our mother, like the monkey. Okay, in this context, monkey is good. To be like the baby monkey who holds on, and it can be a rough ride for a monkey, for a baby monkey, if you see, and it is amazing how the mother jumps from tree to tree, jumps from building to building, and does all sorts of things. With the baby monkey, like holding on, it can be a rough journey, but he has some duty to do to show, yes, I'm going to hold on. Whereas the kitten, he just meow, and he sits there, and the mother picks him up, and he has no particular part to play except he's being picked up. But still, both are Vaishnava conception. We do need to surrender, but we need to surrender and to continue showing our surrender in the positive realm of doing something, that we will hold on, and that not only we will hold on, we'll try to do something positive towards that surrendered mood. The surrendered mood will have some activity, and that activity is not just to lay there and like passive surrender, but active surrender. So not only we hold on and tolerate the bumpy ride, we must try to do something in the middle of this. And so service. So one example that Gurudev gives in the very, very first book of Gurudev, which is the Divine Servitor, the title also given by Gurudev, by the way. And in there, Srila Gurudev is saying that it is like we are in an open elevator. And I know there's a little difference between American usage and British usage, but the elevator being, what takes you in a a 20-story building, what takes you from top to bottom, that you go inside and go up the elevator. But this is an open-sided elevator, but it does have a pole in the middle, we can understand, because Gurudev is saying, we are on this elevator and it will go very fast and it will take us all the way. But we have some duty. We have to hold on tight so we don't get blown off by the wind. We don't fall out of this elevator that has no sides. And I've been in an elevator with no sides in Nottingham University. I believe it was in Nottingham University, one of the universities in England. Then I was there when I was a teenager, a long time ago. And it was interesting that they had a continuous elevator where you just walk in, you just step in, and it takes you to the next floor. So literally an open elevator. But obviously it wasn't going very fast. And but you just step in and step out. It's just like a continuous elevator. Anyway, so that example of Gurudev gives some idea that we have our duty to hold on and to tolerate the speed. So this is a couple of comments there. Śaraṇāgati. And there are books written about Śaraṇāgati. One of them is called Śaraṇāgati by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and it was his appearance day just now. So if you haven't recently read Śaraṇāgati, which actually we have here, but if you haven't recently read, then it's a very good time to read Śaraṇāgati. And Shri Shri Prapanna Jivanamritam, Srila Guru Maharaj composed this book, knowing fully well what's been given by Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He's not simply repeating Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He is giving the continuation of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur's thought and theme. And of course, Srila Guru Maharaj, fully the person to continue that theme. So, nectar in the lives of the surrendered souls. Sri Prapanna Jivana Amritam, Jivana Amrita, the nectar in the lives of the jivas, the Sri Prapanna, surrendered souls.
Maharaj, we have our dear Paramananda Prabhu here. He's in Japan.
Achha.
And there is a beautiful theme from Sevarupa in the chat, but if we don't have the time today, I'm going to save it in full for next class, so we can really dedicate to this wonderful section. Exactly on Śaraṇāgati.
Okay, I'm Sevarupa, please excuse, I somehow missed your message. Then Ma Muncha Pancha Da Shakam from Śaraṇāgati, digital page number 285 by Srila Guru Maharaj, is extremely touching, a contribution from me, Maharaj, and dear devotees. What a nice message. Page 280. Well, let us just have a quick look. I think.
Beautiful. It's beautiful.
I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. 285. 285. 285. Oh. One, two, three, four, five.
You have the link in the chat if it is here?
No, I have it.
Okay.
Right, it's 16 verses. Well, we can definitely read it. This is originally published in Sri Gaudiya Darshan, volume 12, issue 6. Hare Krishna. We can read it now. We have it. And
because this is the same thing, it's Śaraṇāgati.
Mamunsha Mam Krishna. Do not abandon me and deliver me. Okay. Paramananda Prabhu. I didn't see you, but I'm told you're here. Oh, now I see you.
Yes, Maharaj. How can I serve?
Would you like to read and comment this Mamunsha Panchadashakam? Do you have it handy in front of you or not? The Śaraṇāgati book from the mat, page 285.
I will just click on the link. I'm not sure if I can comment anything. It's a high composition, Maharaj.
And it is here with the word by word. So it is something that we can read today, but we can go through. There is this expression, at our leisure, but I'm not sure that's quite what the wording we Vaishnavas would use.
Yes, just a moment.
At our spiritual reflection. Okay,
oh, it's interesting. It's showing up and disappearing on my screen by some reason. Very unusual. Oh, there it is.
Probably loading, yeah.
There it is. So it is Srila Bhakti Rakshanadev Goswami Maharaj, originally published in Sri Gaudiya Darshan, Volume 12, Issue 6, on Thursday, 12th of January, 1967. Mamuncha muncha mam Krishna da samdina da yarnava patitam gora samsareha ashvam prakritir vasat. I have fallen into this terrible world, and I am helplessly subjugated by material nature. O Krishna, O ocean of mercy for the distressed, do not abandon me. Deliver this servant. Mamuncha muncha mam Krishna dasham dinada yarnava anadir bhagya vaigunyad bhoga mugdham durashrayam. Due to my timeless misfortune, I have been bewildered by the wicked desire to selfishly enjoy. I can comment plenty on that. I have a deep realization in that subject of life, right? And I don't even need to say anything. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Mamunja munja mam Krishna dasam dinada yarnava maya kridanakam dinam niralambam nirashrayam. I am toy of Maya Devi. I am distressed. I have no support. I have no shelter. I have no comment to this. It's also very obvious. Mamuncha muncha mam Krishna dasam dinada yarnava janmam ritu jaravyati bhiti chintananik bhiti chintatati kataram. I am deeply troubled by birth, death, old age, disease, fear, and anxiety. Mamunja munja mam Krishna dasam dinada yarnava gyananjana na kritanta papabhoga bhayakulam. I am overwhelmed with fear, and I suffer the reactions of the unlimited scenes I have knowingly and unknowingly committed. O Krishna, O ocean of mercy for the distressed, do not abandon me. Deliver this servant. Mamuncha muncha mam Krishna dasam dinada yarnava kamakrot hari dasupya nirdayam padamarditam. I have been trampled by the feet of the merciless bandits, lust, anger, and so on. O Krishna, O ocean of mercy for the distressed, do not abandon me. Deliver this servant. Mamuncha muncha mam Krishna dasadinada dayarnava antastru viparastatum punam punar vilanchitam. I am bewildered and harassed by the interior enemies again and again. Mamuncha muncha mam Krishna dasam dinada yarnava tranartham paryathamano apinamam apyatnamam pashyat kashchanaha. Although I am praying for deliverance, no one sees me. O Krishna, O ocean of mercy for the distressed, do not abandon me. Deliver this servant. Mamuncha muncha mam Krishna dasam dinada yarnava Pitaro Bandhavadeva, Asamartha, Parankukha. My ancestors, my friends, Paranmukha, my ancestors, my friends, and the demigods are all incapable of delivering me and opposed to me. O Krishna, O ocean of mercy for the distressed, do not abandon me, deliver this servant. Mamuncha muncha mam Krishna dasamdina dayarnava swapara bharashahinam nirapayam nirakritam. I am devoid of any hope in myself and in others. I have no means whatsoever of deliverance, and I am utterly spurned. O Krishna, O ocean of mercy for the distressed, do not abandon me, deliver this servant. Mamuncha muncha mam Krishna dasam dinadayarnava mahaparadharas namalayam tyaktva mahaparadharasi namalayan tyaktva sadhanam. I am the abode of a profusion of terrible offenses against the name, and I have abandoned the way of deliverance. Mamuncha muncha mam Krishna dasam dinadayarnava hesad asat vicharudha prapannartitaram hare. O Lord, you remove the distress of the surrendered souls who are beyond all considerations of good and bad. Mamuncha muncha mam Krishna dasadina dayarnava dasatvam dehi dasanam tavadeva dayanidhe. O Lord, O ocean of mercy, please give me the service of your servants. Mamuncha muncha mam Krishna dasadina dayarnava yanuk shiva nitya tasya mam pradaya prema vartanam. Please engage me in your eternal service and grant me grant me a salary of prema. Mamuncha muncha mam Krishna dasadina dayarnava svanataranga sevam dehi he gopi jana vallabha. Please bestow your intimate service upon me, O beloved of the gopis. Mamuncha pancha dasakam Krishna dinadayarnava tridandi shridharodgitam grihanidam stavamritam. Tridandi Bhikshu Sri Shridhar sings aloud this Mamuncha pancha dasakam. O ocean of mercy for the distress, Sri Krishna, please accept this nectarian prayer. Stunning. Yes, Savarupadidi. Beautiful and good reminder. I haven't heard it in a while. And really, the theme of Śaraṇāgati is the basis of everything we do. No Krishna consciousness is possible without that. This is where everything is built on. So if we take any scripture whatsoever that is somehow connected to bhakti and development, awakening of our natural, awakening of our nature will be based on Śaraṇāgati. Every story is based on Śaraṇāgati. Every scripture speaks of Śaraṇāgati. And like Maharaj mentioned, by the grace of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, for those who cannot see the Śaraṇāgati theme in other scriptures, he specifically named the Śaraṇāgati prayers. So here, he collected all the essence of all the scriptures, of all the teachings, of all the times, and put it in that book. And it's very easy to understand because he speaks out of his heart. He is not pretending, he actually feeling what he is saying in there. This is his internal feeling, internal prayer. It's not a composition for the sake of gaining some kind of worldly recognition or look how poetic this person is. No, those are the prayers, the reflections. Actually, when we just pay attention to that, then we understand the heart of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, which is not easy to understand. I mean, someone like Guru Maharaj, Saraswati Thakur, Srila Govinda Maharaj, they can have a deep understanding of that. And Guru Maharaj expressed it in his prayer about Bhaktivinoda Thakur. That was highly appreciated by Srila Saraswati Thakur. He understood his mood, really, he captured it. To the point when Saraswati Thakur read it, he said, no, it's impossible that Sridhar Maharaj would have composed that. It's coming directly from him. That was the extent of the depth of his understanding of the mood of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, which is mood of every substantial devotee, is the mood of Śaraṇāgati. So it's an endless theme, and it's the theme to follow. And this is what we do. We're trying to do. We're trying to become Śaraṇāgatis. We're trying to surrender. And surrender is the natural position of the soul. Again, come back to that question. Ke ami? Who am I? I am the servant of the Lord. So how is that you are a servant of the Lord? How is that expressed? How can you be of any servant of anyone without full surrender to that person? Giving yourself wholly and fully. Nothing for yourself. You're dead for yourself to the point. I'm in Japan right now, as Praneshwar did mention. And Japan is known in the world as the land of the samurai. And this is what they would say. And we know they had a certain degree of surrender practiced in their life. And their teachings start from the saying, the way of the samurai is in death. And that means you're dead to yourself. And samurai means a servant. That's how it's translated from Japanese. A servant, the one who serves. And the way of the samurai is in death means he is dead for himself. He has no other desires than the desires of his master. Otherwise, what kind of servant he is? What are his qualities, really? But the difference is our service, our surrender is based on love and affection. And it is reciprocated by Krishna, reciprocated even to the higher degree, which is also the fact. It's not something we are hankering for. We're not trading here. We're loving him unconditionally. He loves us unconditionally. So there's no thinking, oh, if I love him, then maybe he will love me. No, not even a hint of that should enter our heart. Expressed by Mahaprabhu himself, do whatever you want with me. Break my heart, it's your choice. You're still going to be the beloved of my heart. And Kula Shekhar Maharaj, his Maharaj is mentioning Prapanna Jivanamrita. The beautiful verses by Kula Shekhar Maharaj, saying that Tyajantu Bandhavo Sarve, Nirdantu Gravejana, Tatapi Paramananda, Govinda Mama Jivana. Let me leave all my friends, and they may abandon me anyway. My teachers, my seniors, everyone who has some meaning in my life, they may abandon me too for that. But I made up my mind. Govinda is the only shelter of my life, regardless of what people say, regardless of what kind of condition I will be. And then Prabhupada Saraswati, he mirrors that verse by saying, Yatat Vadantu Sastrani, Yatat Vyakyantu Tarkika, Jivana Mama Chaitanya Padambuja Sudhavastu. And also from Prapanna Jivanamrita on the same subject. The scriptures may say so many things, and then learned persons can comment about so many things based on the scriptures, whatever they're going to say. I do not care. My heart belongs to Mahaprabhu. There I found my shelter. And it's not going to change. So many beautiful expressions Guru Maharaj included in Prapanna Jivanamrita. And yes, Maharaj, these two books always go together. And scriptures are big. There are many of them. And our time is very small, and especially in the modern world. We have no luxury of we call free time. We waste so much time. So first verses of this composition by Srila Guru Maharaj is actually a perfect expression of our situation in life. And what should we do, in which direction we should go. So by the grace of saints like Bhaktivinoda Thakur, they presented everything in condensed and easily digestible form, and also very inspiring form. And Guru Maharaj takes it even further in a very sweet way. I can say that can be a substance of Śaraṇāgati as well. And so many other saints, they're just expressing it in their prayers, their internal feelings, their hearts. They're opening their hearts to us for those who are able to appreciate and receive that too. But it has to be done with care and under the proper guidance. Any misunderstanding, any misinterpretation can lead to a heavy offense and a setback in our life, setback in our awakening. So it is very important to be under the guidance of a mature and experienced Vaishnava. Anyhow, Maharaj, please forgive me for whatever I said for that.
Wow. Wonderful things. And by the way, welcome, Paramanand. I know you're super busy and you've taken time out from your Japan savor trip, and it is savor.
I wish, Maharaj.
Seva
This
comes
is the divine vision of everything and everyone.
Seva comes in many forms, and this is one form. And we may not always be doing things we want to do. In fact, Seva means we do things which are needed to be done. So anyhow, welcome, and very much appreciate your reading, the contribution. And one thing that jumped, I missed now, I've jumped to another place in the book, but you were reading that and every verse is so very intense. And then at the end, the last verse, then Srila Guru Maharaj concluded it by then saying nectarian. O ocean of mercy for the distressed, Sri Krishna, please accept this nectarian prayer after the descriptions of the difficulties of this world and suffering. But then he concludes it with this nectarian prayer. And so there is nectar in realizing in the reality of, there is light at the end of the tunnel, and that Krishna, please don't abandon me, but please rescue me to that place. So despite the fact that I'm not sure that it would be the first on the list when in the evening programs we do sometimes as devotees. So let's sing a happy song, a happy kirtan. As we're going through verse after verse, it's, oh my goodness, look where we're living. But finally, Srila Guru Maharaj says, this nectarian prayer. Ma muncha, man Krishna, dasandina dayanava. Svantaranga sevangdehi, hey gopi jana valabha. Ma muncha pancha dashakam. All right, so this last verse. Ma muncha pancha dashakam. Krishna dina dayanava. Tridandi Sridhar Odkitam Grihanedam Stavamritam. The very last word, prayer of nectar, Stava Amritam. Hare Krishna. And by the way, the section before this Mamuncha Panchakam, before this is word by word of various pranam mantras. Some of the mantras we are chanting regularly, like the ones we chanted today, and some we are chanting irregularly, or maybe not chanting. It's not that we are chanting every day, but the word by word is given here, and we know very much considered for the pranam mantras to our gurus and those mantras we chanted today. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuttapada Kamalam. Page 275 of the book, the printed edition, which probably is the same as the printed edition and the digital edition are the same. Hare Krishna. Well, we're very happy to read this and very much appreciate that you pointed it out. And we always have something lined up. I had something quite different lined up for today, but it's in the pending box for another time, because it will take a little time to go through. So that will remain as a mystery for you. But there are lots of things lined up, because every day we're reading, every day we're hearing, every day we're trying to do seva, every day we're reciprocating with devotees, and new things come to light. And actually with Munindra, we were talking just a couple of days ago, and how expressions, ideas, things we read, come to the surface, and then they're with us, very bright and clear. And then sometimes we go back to the same expression, because we do have some notes, etc. We go back to the same expression. And then we're sitting and thinking, why was I so impressed by this sentence or this paragraph? Like trying to think back, like what was that point that was so clarifying at that time? So these things also, they come in some cycle. Sometimes they're at the surface, and sometimes even, we've noted it, it's jumped out at us. We've kind of made one of our ethereal posters and put it up. And then now we think, why was that so impressive to me at that time? And Munindra Mohan Prabhu here in the Vilu Govinda ashram, he said, yes, this happens to me also. So we were comparing notes, but we have to be with the devotees, because it's through the living devotee that we can get the living heart of our living masters. And they had the biggest hearts. Hare Krishna, and do please try to get to know their hearts. They are so close to us. They have just given us this super unique time in all these billions of years. This time when Mahaprabhu has come with his greatest gift. And now we have his parshads, his associates. They've come here for us. So we're not here in the world to pretend. We're here in the world for reality. And our reality check, if we check and look, it is a super wonderful time. So let us treasure these treasures and treasure the masters, these super masters. We're reading about Sarup Damodar, about Ramananda Roy. We're reading in Chaitanya Charitamrita, all these, the interaction and the natures of these great Vaishnavas. That has been right to the present with Guru Maharaj, Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada, with Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, with Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And we must remind ourselves again and again, and what they have given in a very practical way for the modern age. Very practical way for us. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur has given, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur has given. And as Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Srila Guru Maharaj said, revealed and distributed the heart of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Then similarly, Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev and Srila Prabhupada have revealed what's in the heart of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. These are wonderful times and wonderful gifts. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Maharaj, you have many, many dandavats on Facebook. Michael Madhava Thompson, Bhakti Shri Rup Vaikanas Maharaj, and I copy the message in the chat from him. If you can read it, because he's in a very special place right now. Message also from Priya Bhakta, Nityananda Marcano in Mexico. Deborah Talbot. She's the daughter of Pushta Krishna Prabhu. I forgot her name.
I haven't, but it's just on the tip of my tongue. My obeisance.
It's on my book. It's on my book.
Hare Krishna.
And also Kitty Kadamba. And 4 names that I don't know. Sita Devidasi, Sam Vieira, Marina Cadville, and Steve O'Beirle.
Okay, well, to each of you there with your messages, you can see these messages, and we appreciate very much your feedback. And also on Facebook, we know that Jagamohini Didi is there, and Krishna Mohini also, and Mathura Basini. I know they're there because they sent some little message in the chat. So message means they're sending obeisances and flowers and hearts and beautiful things. So we appreciate very much. And we appreciate also the presence of all of those who quietly see the recorded version. And your presence, we know you're there, and we are very happy to be able to be addressing those who are like life, but also it is the same, almost the same as life. We are hearing also and being together very much in a living way through the recorded versions. I know I listened to the live broadcast. I mean, I listened to what was, everything was live, wasn't it? I listened to what was live, and we are transported also, not only by recent recordings, and we're just listening to some recent recordings by the grace also of Praneshwari and her Zoom connecting everyone through Zoom, and her recent interview, which I haven't fully listened to, but I listened to part of it. And so recent, from the back to the children's
Bhakti
back
yoga
to
for
yoga
kids.
for kids. Yeah, back to yoga for kids, back to yoga for all, for different places. But also, so those are relatively recent in the last few hours or days or weeks perhaps, but we also listened to years ago, 40 years ago, more than 40 years ago, Srila Guru Maharaj, and more than 40 years ago and more than 50 years ago, Srila Prabhupada. And up to, we think yesterday, but it was now 13 years ago. I mean, up to 15 years ago, Srila Gurudev. But we are transported not only, with the content, but it brings very much to the present. We are not feeling the estrangement of time, as the translation goes in Brahma Samhita. We're not saying we're in the spiritual world, but by this opportunity of listening to the recorded versions, we really are brought together with the devotees, with each other. Hare Krishna, yes, dear devotees, and in the meantime, Indulekha Devi Rasi, Suresh Krishna Prabhu, Muktinath Prabhu, and Ganga Leela Devi Rasi joined us. Annapurna in Russia joined us. Lynn, Hare Krishna. Dear devotees, let us continue happily. Oh, there's something else in the chat box. Oh, Shripad Vaikanas Maharaj, Dandavat Maharaj, please kindly send my Dandavat Pranam to Madhusudan Maharaj and the assembled devotees happily joining you from Vrindavan. Acha, very good.
Wonderful place.
And Praneshwari sent, the Muncha Pancha Dashakam. Yes, okay. So the link for the
reading.
Composition for the reading that we just read is there too.
And Maharaj, I found the name, Krishna Priya Devi Dasi.
Yes, I knew it was a good name, a special name, Krishna Priya. Appreciated, and we remember you very much. We remember all of your family very much, and you are very bright, and we have much hope that the world will listen to your Hare Katha. Srila Guru Maharaj and Gurudev gave some importance that those who go through a full education in this world, they are automatically getting some audience. People listen to those who are well educated, and you've got very good education. You're very bright. So may the world hear the Krishna Katha message through you. This is my encouragement. And through each of you, we all have our part to play to distribute, not just to keep in our pocket. Yes, it's mine, but to distribute. And by giving, we get. And this is the very essence of Mahaprabhu's teaching. All right, dear devotees, with jais, with big jai to Srila Gurudev, Srila Guru Maharaj, and Srila Prabhupada, big jai to Srila, our grandfather, Guru Bhagavan, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, and to all of our Sri Rupa Nuga Guru Vaga Ki Jai, and to Sapashad, along with their associates, Sri Nityananda Prabhu and Sriman Mahaprabhu, along with their associates, Ki Jai, Shri Panchatattva Ki Jai, Shri Hari Nam Sankirtan Ki Jai, and all the assembled Vaishnavas Ki Jai, and all of our Sri Chaitanya Saraswati Acharya Vrinda Ki Jai, and to Nama Charja Shila Haridas Thakur ki jai. His disappearance recently, but always we must have our head to his lotus feet for everything to do with the holy name. By his grace, may we continue to chant, try to chant, and one day may we chant without offense the Lord's holy name.
Jai Srila Bhaktivedanta Madhusudana Maharaj ki jai.
Pancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya evacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. With much appreciation, Ami Ashchi, I am coming. Govinda Govinda, Dandavat.
Thank you very much, Maharaj. Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful. One suggestion. He likes to honor first. So let him honor first, and then you honor him. Because he gets a little bit just like shy and nervous. Of course, he accepts because he knows how much love each of you infuses in that prayer to him. But he is very shy. So allow him to do his prayers, and then you just like put the cherry on top. Muktinath Prabhu, Jai, Hare Krishna, Dandavats, Dandavats. I love Dana and Lila Moy with the shloka. That was so great. Hare Krishna, Dandavats, Dandavats.
Dandavats.
Dandavats.